What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. I'm SwipaCam, and welcome to the channel. Y'all, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the logo. We going to Serbia at 10K. We are on the way to Belgrade, Serbia. Hit that subscribe button, y'all. Man, so where are we at? We got a lot to talk about, man. I know I just got done watching the Denver Nuggets playing against the Phoenix Suns on June 11th, 2021, and the Phoenix Suns won another third straight double-digit game versus the Denver Nuggets. And I can't say the Nuggets ain't got no chance, but they basically ain't got no chance. They basically ain't got no chance. You know, what's happened is in the last three quarters, the Denver Nuggets have played against the Phoenix Suns. They have been down at least 20 points in every single one of them. Every single one of them. But before we even get into that, Nikola Jokic was given his MVP award tonight, the first MVP in Denver Nuggets history. He's the first second-round pick really to win an MVP, the lowest rated and the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP in the NBA. Tonight, Jokic has no Jamal Murray. Will Barton is hampered. The team is just not where it needs to be. Phoenix is a really good team. They're one of the top two or three teams in the whole NBA. But the problem is, y'all, they have not had the heart to fight this fight without Jamal Murray. Plain and simple. But Jokic's been giving it his best. But thing is, Jokic was averaging pretty good averages on lower efficiency because the Phoenix Suns are literally, they're just making him be a scorer and they're just locking up everything. And Ayton is putting his hands up and they're showing bodies to him in the paint. And he's not getting a favorable whistle. Again, if you saw tonight, man, just missed calls all over the place. But there's a bunch of stuff happening right now. But here's what I want to say about Jokic. Jokic fought. Jokic is fighting. I said this before on Twitter, but Jokic has played the most basketball in anybody in the NBA the last two seasons. He made it all the way through last year in the pandemic. He made it through the Western Conference Finals. Everybody else took time off because of injury. Everybody else taking time off because of missing the playoffs or getting done early in the playoffs. But Nikola Jokic has played more basketball than any other player in the NBA at the highest level of anyone in the NBA. Tonight, Nikola Jokic put up 32 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists, and he joins Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Wilt Chamberlain as the only players in NBA history with a 30-20-10 playoff game. Nikola Jokic tonight had 32 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists. He joins Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Wilt Chamberlain as the only players in the NBA with a 30-20-10 game in a playoff game. The MVP. He's the MVP. I know you're going to see a lot of analysts because they're down 3-0. They're going to question Jokic never should have been MVP. Chris Paul tonight. He had, let's see here. Chris Paul tonight had 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists. He had 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists. And then he also shot 9 of 16 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line. But you all, here's the thing, man. Chris Paul and Jokic ain't playing on the same court. They're not. Chris Paul tonight had 27. Devin Booker had 28. Ayton had 10 and 15. Crowder had 14 and 3. Bridges had 11 and 2. On the three-point shooting tonight, Booker 2 of 7. Paul 2 of 3. Crowder 4 of 6. Bridges 1 of 3. Johnson 1 of 1. Payne 1 of 2. Craig 1 of 2. The Denver Nuggets, though. Nikola Jokic had 32 points in 40 minutes, 32 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists on 13 of 29, 1 of 6, 5 of 9. Aaron Gordon had 4 points, 4 rebounds. Porter had 15 points, 5 rebounds. Austin Rivers had 5 points. Facundo Campazzo has 6 points. So in total, the Denver Nuggets' other players that started tonight had a total of 30 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 assist. 30 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 assist from 4 other starters, whereas Jokic had 32, 20, and 10 all by himself. You're not playing in the same arena. You're not being asked to do the same thing across the board. Nikola Jokic is the best passer on the court. He's the best scorer on the court. He is the best rebounder on the court, and he is asked to do every single thing with nobody in the series. Nobody in the Denver Nuggets series is averaging over 15 points per game except for Jokic. The Suns have multiple people averaging over 16-plus points a game. 4 people, I believe. It's not the same stratosphere. If Jamal Murray was here, this series would obviously be different. But again, the reason it'd be different is not necessarily just because of the defense. But again, the team doesn't have this heart. Because without Jamal against this team, they don't have the people, the fire, the win, the game. They don't have it. Facundo Campazzo, in an NBA playoff game, he only played 18 minutes tonight because Monte Morris had to play 30. Monte had 21 off the bench and 5 assists, 8 of 12 from the field, 3 of 5 from the three-point line, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. But that's it. No one else over 20 except for Jokic. Tonight, the Phoenix Suns shot 53% from 3 from the field, 46% from 3, 90% from the line. They had 20 free throws. The Denver Nuggets shot 41% from the field, 34% from the three-point line on 41 attempts, and 63% from the line on only 16 attempts. They have lost the free throw battle every single game, even though they have the best player in the NBA playing center. It just ain't the same, man. This is not the same league. This ain't the same opportunity. The players, they're giving everything they had. Harrison Wind got a quote from Michael Malone. Michael Malone said, "I thought our guys played really hard. I think we left it all out there." That's facts. Y'all, they have literally played more basketball than any team in the NBA. Think about this. The 4 teams that made it to the Western Conference and Eastern Conference Finals last year was the LA Lakers, the Miami Heat, the Denver Nuggets, and Boston Celtics. Either the teams, all the other teams got outed in the first round, some due to injury. The Celtics lost Jaylen Brown out for the season. They lost in the first round, smoked. The Lakers were missing a healthy LeBron James, really, but then Anthony Davis was hobbled the entire series out in the first round in 6 games. And the Heat, they're just gone. They were struggling the whole year. The Denver Nuggets literally have fought the entire series. Were the 3rd seed in a way superior conference. Jokic played 72 games after playing, man, what did he play in the playoffs last year? Jokic played 19 games in the playoffs last year. He played like 78 games, 79 games in the season the year before, plus another whole set of games in the playoffs, y'all. Like, it's just 14 games in the playoffs. He has played so much basketball. And the thing that really bothers me about this is the fact that folks are going to use this as opportunity to slander this man's name. To slander this man's name. And it's just very annoying that instead of celebrating the fact that Jokic is doing everything he can, giving a Herculean LeBron James-like effort to carry his team on a 32, 20, and 10 game, Nick Wright, Joy Taylor, Colin Cowherd, look, great numbers. Great numbers. You know, maybe without Jamal Murray, it might be a little bit different. Maybe. But Chris Paul, clearly the MVP. He's changed the Phoenix Suns franchise. But he ain't got to be the best player in the court. And if he isn't, Devin Booker picks it up. Ayton can pick it up. Bridges can pick it up. Who's going to pick it up? If Jokic puts it down for one night, who's going to pick it up? Nobody. Michael Porter Jr. ain't ready. He ain't ready. He doesn't have the defense, the savvy, the know-how, the shoot how, the ball how, the jump how, the drive how, the dunk how. He just ain't got it yet. He's still a kid, man. He looks like a baby deer on defense out there. So right now, they're in a very precarious situation. The Denver Nuggets are going to try to steal one off. They're going to try to steal one off. They're going to try to get a game here in Game 4 coming up, man. But you know what? If they don't, I don't care what nobody else say, because people can say all they want. The fact of the matter is LeBron James is at the house because his team was injured and he was injured. He's at the house. Kawhi Leonard got Paul George. They were out in the first round last year by the Nuggets. Giannis got Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton, and they getting blasted by the Brooklyn Nets. Again, Brooklyn's a great team, though, so I'm not undermining the Bucks at all. But it takes 2 elite MVP all-star level players to win in the playoffs. And Jamal Murray is that. Jalen Rose put out the top 5 players under 25. And I want to say he had Luka Doncic, Devin Booker. He also had Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, and Zion Williamson. And I just can't believe that you're going to lead Jamal Murray, who's averaging like 24, 4, and 6 in his playoff career in 33 games with a 50, 42, and 50 piece back-to-back with no turnovers or over a 92-point outburst over a 2-game period at point guard. Like historic Allen Iverson, Michael Jordan level stuff, and you're saying that he's not a top 25 or top 5, 20 under 25 player in the league. It's crazy. So it's frustrating, you all, but here's the thing to celebrate. We have watched Jokic make several steps in his career, several positive steps in his career. He made nothing but positive steps all season. And now he's giving you 32, 20, and 10 in the playoff game when nobody else can come to the party but him. He gives everything he has in 40 minutes. That's what you expect from your MVP. And he did what he had to do. But the Denver Nuggets don't have the dogs. And really, they ain't got the dog, Jamal Murray. And right now they're down 3-0. The Phoenix Suns are a great team. They're loaded. I know that toxic is Twitter. Toxic is some of the YouTube comments. So even though I've been saying that the Phoenix Suns are a real team, I predicted that the Denver Nuggets could win this in 7 if they could somehow pull it together. But the Phoenix Suns have just been outclassing them in every way. Again, mostly due to injuries, but also, again, y'all, Phoenix is a great team. I think if both teams were healthy, it's a toss-up. I think that Denver wins, but it's a toss-up, just like it was in the regular season. But the fact of the matter is, man, without Jamal Murray giving you anywhere from 30 points to 25 points a game, and really, the Nuggets don't have a pick-and-roll offense. It's give it to Jokic and move around. Or is Monte Morris come soft off the screen, or Michael Porter Jr. handoff, or Will Barton, now that he's healthy, handoff, Facundo Campazzo, drive to the basket, don't shoot, kick out, because they know he's not going to shoot. He's one of the worst restricted area shooters in the playoffs. So it's so easy to figure out what they're doing because literally they're saying, hey, Jokic's going to have the ball. We're going to close off all the lanes. Do what you do. And that's why you get efficient play. So anyway, y'all, that's going to do it for this episode, y'all. SwipaCam, we will be back on Sunday for Game 4.